Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm re-reviewing one of the British classics that's had a rebrand just lately. So, went on Facebook, as I do, as we all do I suppose these days, and one of the beer brewers was got an offer of basically sending your name and a mate's name and get a free bottle of beer. And I thought, we'll test it, you know. I mean, I'm always up for a free bottle of beer, so I tested it, and this came the other day. And inside, lo and behold, just hold the bottle just in case. Bombardier. That's a bottle of Bombardier. It's now made by the Eagle Brewery. It was made by Wells Brewery. It's now Eagle Brewery. From what I've read, it's owned by Marston's now. So obviously it's been rebranded. We knew it as the Bang On with Rick Mail. That's obviously finished now. Some other bloke did it for a while, didn't he? And obviously Rick Mail died. So obviously I presume that they were not allowed, when they changed breweries, they were not allowed to carry on, or it was just the fact that it needed a rebrand. Only the people who own the companies will know that. So, and it's not long been done, you know, it's only the last 6 months or so. And there we are. Bombardier. Now, this is now classed as Bombardier Amber. Whereas Burning Gold, the other Bombardier, is now Bombardier Gold. So obviously the creative minds have done their thing. 4.7% British hopped. So Bombardier is brewed using the finest British hops and fresh mineral water from the Eagle Brewery well. A fruity aroma and a rich malty taste provides a crisp, mouth-watering beer. Bombardier is a beer for those who embrace their independent spirit and march to their own drum. So obviously it created a bit of fuss when it changed, but there's obviously... Can I get this? Ah, there we go. That's better. So yeah, it created a bit of fuss when it changed over. Obviously I'm not privy to, you know, whatever's happened. I don't really listen to what's on the internet, you know. So let's give it a pour, see how it plays. This is a beer that I have had countless times over the years. Oh, it's actually quite cold in there tonight. In the beer room. Hoping to get a gas bottle put into one of my gas fire. Just to keep some warmth in here, because like tonight it's 10 degrees, 50. A bit different from the days of the summer when it was 100 degrees in here. You know, there's no happy medium, is there? It is insulated and that, but obviously there's no heat, and the doors aren't sealed 100%. I really ought to look at that. So anyway, amber colour, plenty of, I don't know if you can actually see it on the camera, plenty of carbonation, massive white head. Definite malt in the aroma. Smells very bitter, you know, that traditional bitterish, you know, if that's a smell, you know, that's the way I see it. You know, you go into a pub and they've got that traditional beer smell to them. This is one of them beers. To me, it's, you know, it's an iconic beer from, God, I don't know how long it's been made, but from a lot of years when I've been drinking it. Oh, definite hops in the flavour, definite fruitiness coming through, and tasting. It's funny how temperatures change beers. You know, this is at room temperature in my house, which is a good probably 20 degrees. Anything in the shed is going to be at probably 10 degrees. That saying, because of the temperature I'm actually drinking it at, it feels like a winter warmer, you know. So amazing how temperature can change what you're drinking, you know. I mean, really, gold beers, anything that's summer orientated should be drank at lower temperatures, you know, out of a fridge or even in the cold room like this. Winter warmers, everything like that, really wants drinking at room temperature. And this is one of them lucky little fellas that you could drink at both temperatures. But I've tasted this earlier in the year. I can't remember what the temperature was that day, being in this room. I can see my breath in it and that, so that's a no. Yeah, I can't remember 100%. But yeah, similar taste to what I can remember from, you know, on cask. Certainly goes down well, you know, after a long day at work with aching legs, and they are aching. Yeah, going down a treat. So I'll pick out some reviews, try and pick out positive ones that don't harp on about the rebrand, because just because it's been rebranded doesn't mean anything to the taste. Right, so Bombardier Amber, B-O-M-B, Bombardier Beer. I'll go for the amber. Bombardier Amber Beer. So it used to be known as Glorious English. 4.7%. So we'll click on the same link because I don't think the beer's changed. It's just the fact that obviously the brewery has, which is for whatever reason. So it was brewed by Charles Wells, which is Marston's, owned by Marston's. Eagle Brewery is owned by Marston's. So that's quite interesting. So whether they've actually gone the separate ways, who knows. Bombardier Bitter is the definitive English bitter, perfectly balanced with a dry personality. Yeah, like my wit. So, amber colour with lacing, off-white head. Aroma as caramel, malt and hay. Taste is malty with a long, quite bitter aftertaste. Flavours of caramel, citrus, dark malt. Here's another one, only from 2 days ago. Pours dark ruby with beige head. Does it? Aroma of English hops, caramel and walnuts. Walnuts. Taste, malt and caramel from the start. Tart, nutty in the middle. English hops in the aftertaste. You do wonder sometimes where people get their tastes and whatever. So this is somebody's gave this a 4.5 out of 5, which is obviously a good review. Only done 7 reviews. Smooth, tasty, refreshing with a soft smoke aroma. One of my top 3. On tap, reaches almost perfection. Underrated in my opinion. Another one. Aside from the wacky European bottle size, I have no real complaints. A solid ESB. Malty, lots of fruit and nuts, goes down like water, but far more satisfying. And final one. Amber beer pours a clear reddish brown colour with a thin off-white head. Aroma of bready malts, some fruit, slight orange and subtle spicy earthy hops. Taste of bready malts, fruit, caramel, slight orange and some spicy earthy hops. Sure he's just said that. Light bodied and soft carbonation. A sweetish malty finish. Found this quite sweet with more fruity tones than bready and caramel malts. Better than most supermarket bitters. So, obviously now people have got over the rebrand and they're coming out with new reviews. And actually quite positive reviews. When it first changed, there was some really negative reviews. But, you know, as long as the beer tastes the same or good in a different way, who cares, you know, is the thing behind it. So yeah, it looks lovely. Good, still retaining the head. Just a slight off-white head. Definitely goes down well, like people were saying, you know. Definite malts and fruit, a little bit of hoppiness, but very, very pleasant, as it always was, you know. And another reason for tasting great, it was free. So, you know, well done to them for the free beer. And it just proves that, you know, companies on Facebook actually live up to what they say, because you see giveaways and that, and you know, there's a lot of fake stuff on Facebook. I wouldn't have thought any of the real breweries would ever, you know, fake anyone. But I've been on these competition pages, and you never find out who wins. And so for people like Bombardier, St. Peter's, Bargain Booze, I've won with them before. I've actually won with Carling Cider. I've actually won with Old Speckled Hen. So it is great that all these people are genuine, you know. I'm not going to pick out non-genuine because I don't want to get into arguments. So, lovely flavours coming through. Definite caramel there as well. There's a bit of orange, you know, in there. So out of 5. Oof. It's kind of redeemed itself to me. That I drank a pint in the summer. I've got to be honest, I wasn't overly happy with it. Just drank that, and whether it's because it's warm, it's nice and warm this time of the year with it, drinking it, and it just tastes a lot better than it did a few months ago. Why? No idea. So, out of 5, I'm going to give it a good 4.4 out of 5. That was actually a very pleasant beer. Very pleasant indeed. And the price was certainly in my favoured zone. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.